Welcome to the Installing Govee Light Mount Bracket Kit video. In this video, we're going to go over how to mount your bracket kit for your Govee 6061 Original Hexagon Light Kit. Step 1. Remove the plastic cover. All the lights come with this plastic cover that you normally use to stick to the wall. We're just going to remove that. It should pull right off, and we don't need it. You can put it back in its box or store it in a drawer. Step 2. Attach the cables. Attach the cables how the app instructs you for the pattern you've chosen on the first light. Remember to use metal side down so the connectors attach. Step 3. Attach the first bracket. Take your light with wires and line your bracket up so that it's going in the same direction as your external cable that's going to connect to your next light. Then simply snap the bracket over top. We are now ready to mount this to the wall. Step 4. Attach the bracket to the wall. Take your already pre-configured bracket and light and pull the cable back and hold it out of the way so we can access the screw in the middle of the bracket. Place it on the wall where you'd like, using your bubble level to level the light. Take your drywall screw, center it in the hole and give it a little push to get it started. Try to keep it as centered as possible to keep the bracket from shifting as you tighten down. As the screw gets tighter into position, don't over tighten, just make it lightly snug. You can see here that mine's a little bit loose, but that's totally fine. Once the second screw is in place, it won't move. Please note, pre-drilling is not necessary nor recommended. My holes are there because I had to install these multiple times. Go ahead and install the second screw in the center of the round bracket. Again, finger tight is good enough, not too tight. Step 5. Install a second light onto the bracket. Take the second panel and again remove the back plastic cover. Refer to the app on how you are going to wire up and attach the wires. Again, make sure that the teeth are facing down so they make contact. Before attaching, give the wire a little pinch to bend it so it will tuck in nicely. Gently push onto the wall, and your light is now attached. Repeat steps 1 through 5 to finish installation. Removing a panel from an already installed bracket. To remove a panel from an installed bracket, find the edge that's over the center of the bracket. Reach underneath with your fingers and gently pull away from the wall. This will unclick it from the bracket and you can remove it from the wall. If lights don't stay flush, use tape. In some situations, the light panels may not sit flush with each other. An easy way to fix this is just install a few layers of tape between them to cause friction. In this case, I'm using some masking tape. Just build up about 2 or 3 layers in 2 places along the edge here. Don't worry, it won't be seen once the light is installed. After you've installed your tape, go ahead and take your light, reconnect it, snap it back into the bracket, and you'll notice the tape gives you a little bit more control in keeping the edges flush. Using the single mount for the 7-piece kit. If you purchase the 7-piece kit, you'll receive a piece that looks something like this. This allows the installation of the last light. Simply tuck this little section here between the feet of the mounted light on the wall. Then, tuck this cable through the middle, as so. Hold it in place and attach your 2 screws, and that's all you need to do. Take the piece and align it between the feet of the previous light and hold it in place. Insert the first screw in the center round bracket. Again, don't over tighten. Once it gets close to the wall, just snugly finger tight. Install the second screw in this hole location here to keep the bracket from moving. Again, try to keep it as centered to the hole as you can. Reconnect your cable, and snap into the bracket, and you're finished. Using 3 screws. Although 2 screws per bracket is recommended, in some situations you may want a 3rd screw installed. To do this, simply grab the light near the edge and lift a little away from the wall to pull it out of the bracket. Disconnect the light and install the 3rd screw in the circular bracket. Most of the time you won't need to do this, but in some situations of high humidity, heat, or cold, it's possible the brackets may experience some warping or just not sit flush against the wall. I would recommend starting out with 2 screws, and if you need a 3rd one, go ahead and go back and install one. Each kit includes enough extra screws for 3 screws per bracket. Thank you for watching this installation video. If you have any questions or comments, please comment down below.